Hi, everyone.
A little spontaneity always helps.
That's right. All right. Welcome to In
Zippity
Bed
doo dah, zippity yay.
with Armand and Angelina.
Yay.
Yay.
Fun day.
Well, we are going to be bold today. Yes.
I like it. Let's talk about our shirts.
All right.
I'm going to give you a better look before I tell you what they say.
Okay. Okay.
So you, honey,
Yeah.
fix the screen a little bit more. Your head's cut off.
No, I see. It's fine. The head's not cut off.
No, you're cut off. Like I can only see your neck down. I can see your whole blue dress, but I cannot see. I can't see your head. See, communication is everything in a relationship. She was assuming I was talking about her physical body.
I wasn't paying attention to that.
I can edit that out, but it's so funny. We should keep it. It's so silly. Okay, yay.
All right. Well, we're going to start off with the daily word.
Yep, and I will not be playing my flute along with her because she has some other theme music
That's right.
set up for
We're going to do
this.
something fun because today is bold. The daily word for today is bold. And we are going to boldly go where no one has gone before.
I like that.
I boldly explore new paths.
To infinity and beyond.
As I walk in the footsteps of those who have lived before me, explorers, innovators, and servicemen and servicewomen, to name a few, I give thanks for their daring and bravery. Their courage to take risks and blaze new trails inspires me to rise to the challenges that will push my boundaries and expand my world.
If I feel myself hesitating, I acknowledge my fear as I resolve to push past it. The strength and power of God expresses powerfully as me. I am bold in my exploration of every aspect of my being. I ask tough questions and I listen to the wisdom of my heart.
I draw upon my power of zeal to express myself and confidently walk new paths. In each new circumstance, I reach within to call forth even more. I have more to give and more to live.
I live boldly. And from Deuteronomy, be strong and bold. I will be with you.
Yes.
Wow. Nice Star Trek
Right.
thing.
Yes. Well, you know, when I read this last night, I was thinking, bold, be bold. And I just felt like to go boldly where no one's gone before, right?
Stardate, Captain Log, 5/16/2020.
That's right. And here is the quote.
From the quote queen.
Oh, from the quote queen. The purpose of life is to live it, to taste it, to experience it to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experience.
Nice.
And that is Eleanor Roosevelt.
Eleanor Roosevelt.
And I'm still having trouble. I don't really hold it up very well, y'all. I'm sorry. I will work on that. The quote queen will work
They love you just the way you are.
That's a good thing.
Let's see what our girl has to say this morning. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. On this day in 1866, Congress passed a bill to create the nickel, which would eventually replace the silver half dime. It was a decision that made a lot of sense.
What a punter.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay.
Always learning from Alexa.
Yep. So I got to play tennis this morning. Matter of fact, tomorrow something is going to be cool. This never happens on a Sunday. We don't have to drive anywhere. I get to go play tennis in the morning from maybe
on a Sunday,
7 until about 9 and come back and then watch us do the music and the message at Unity Center of Girard in Ohio at 11 a.m. Because we recorded all the parts this weekend and they will be putting them together and it'll be streaming at 11 a.m.
So we'll do this a little later tomorrow because there's a lot going on in the morning.
We'll have to do this a little bit later if we do it at all, but I know you like to do. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it. She's got a new purpose in life. Okay, good. All right, we're at 5 minutes.
Oh my, okay. So today I thought we would talk about the events in our life that were bold, like the daily word said. What events in your life were bold that raised challenges and pushed your boundaries and expanded your world? So I'll go first. So when I thought about this, I thought of when I was like 24, I moved to New York City with a boyfriend. And, coming from Ohio, New York City was definitely a big, bold move. And also being more of the introvert, shy type, New York was pretty overwhelming in the beginning. I was there for like 4.5, 5 years. I lived in Washington Heights, which is, I don't know about now, but back then it was not quite the safest place to live. I told people at the time I was blonde, and I said I was pretty much the only blonde, blue-eyed person living there. And so yeah, I definitely learned, it definitely pushed my boundaries of just living in a place where, I saw things that not everyone sees. I hope not, anyway.
And if you want a little bit of history about Washington Heights, Lin-Manuel Miranda's very first musical called In the Heights talks a little bit about the Dominican population and a lot of the culture and some of the challenges of being in the Heights.
Right. And it expanded my world because I learned to be street smart. So when I go to a big city, I know to be aware of things and just I know how to be in a big city. I don't prefer living in a big city, so there's another thing that I learned. I just learned a lot of how to live in a big city, and also there are also good people in New York, and I did meet a lot of good people there too.
So I'm thinking the boldest thing for me one of the bold things was when I left my rock band to pursue a full-time New Thought musical ministry, and kind of on a prayer and a Visa card. And I know that Visa, I used to call them my investor. First USA Visa was my first investor, and they helped me get through the first 2 years, 97 and 98, when I was finding centers to play and creating this thing that just keeps going on.
Right. Okay, I'll do another one really quick. So something that was bold of me is that I pursued Armand. Being the introvert shy, I don't usually just go up to people and say, "Hi, how are you? I'm Angelina," or whatever. And I did travel close to 2 hours to see him perform, just because he was so inspiring, and I just had to be around him as much as I could. And so
that worked out.
Yeah. And it definitely expanded my world and continues to expand my world, Armand.
Awesome.
You do that for me.
It's funny because I don't really think of Angelina as pursuing me. I think of it more that she just showed up and showed me all her flowers. And I couldn't help but see them and smell them and notice her. It was like, hi, it's me again. Oh, hi, it's me again. Hey, remember me? And then after a while, it was like, holy cow. We actually became very good friends for about 4 months.
We did.
Just talking because I never thought I would be dating somebody that I had met like that, because I'd gotten in trouble in the past for dating people. My first wife I met at a Unity church. My girlfriend before that woman, before Jill, I met in a Unity church. And so I sort of had a little bit of a reputation of meeting women in churches, and they had frowned upon it. So I'd heard a few things from some people in power that it was not looked kindly upon. So I kind of decided I wouldn't do that. So I started going back to strip clubs. I didn't. That was a joke. I just to make you laugh. Anyway, that's bold.
Okay, so I want to say that I want you to talk about the bold thing you've done in the last couple of years, because it is definitely has pushed boundaries and expanded.
People can find out all about the Purple Evolution, a Right to Be Civil movement, through Facebook. I have a purple site and I have a regular site. But basically, it came to me that one of the frontiers that people were not going into was the idea of getting a handle on their prejudices around people's political color, and even in the New Thought movement, which I would consider to be as purple as it gets when it comes to race and orientation and sex and all that kind of stuff, very, very inclusive. I find a lot of folks, even in this movement, have trouble being inclusive when it comes to political ideology. And so I decided I was going to be a leader in reminding people that the left and the right wing are both on the same bird. The left and the right field are both on the same baseball team, that kind of stuff. So we need to work together. So I've been doing all that. And there'll be a lot more coming out in the very near future. There's some production for a whole Purple Evolution thing that will be coming out in the near future with T-shirts and ways to get involved. Okay.
But it definitely has expanded your world, right?
Yeah, because number one, it used to be called the Purple Revolution, and now it's called the Purple Evolution because it keeps evolving. And by being in the crossfire, I hear both sides, and I learn stuff from both sides, which makes me become a better purple person.
Right. All right, so maybe reflect on what the bold things you've done in your life and where that puts you today, where who you are today, or what you do today because of those bold things you've done in your past, and know that we're going to do bold things now and in the future too. So.
Absolutely. A lot of times people harp on what they didn't do. I would rather, if you're going to harp on something, harp on all the awesome things that you did do. And you did do a lot, and you survived a lot.
Yes.
So fantastic.
All right. We will see you tomorrow.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Purple Enterprise. Its continuing mission to explore strange new political ideologies, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no partisan has gone before.
To infinity and beyond.
Okay, let's make a funny face.